One two one two one one two one two one two one two one one two 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 one two.
Hey, yo, what's up? This is Gean Techman on the Quarantine with Gean podcast. I guess I'm calling this. Yo, today I got my man Joe Average, a hip hop MC singer from Detroit. Full of lyrics, full of bars, great voice. Is a member of the band, hip hop band of Mice Musicians, and I'm very thankful to have him today to talk to him about this stay-at-home quarantine, COVID virus, and everything that's going on, man. What's good, bro? How you been, man?
What's up, Mean Gene? What's happening,
bro? I'm chilling, man. Living my life. You know, just handling business and doing push-ups and trying not to get too crazy, locked up in the house here, man. You know what I mean? Like. That's it.
Sounds good, man.
Listen,
how
you like the beard, man? I got this whole beard thing going on, man.
I like it. I saw that. I like the way it looks.
I feel like a WWF wrestler or something. You know, it's like starting to grow on me.
It looks good on you, man. I like it.
Well, what's up, man? How you been, man? Let's tell us a little about yourself, man. What's good with you?
Nothing, man. I'm just chilling. You know, I'm a barber.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously I'm not able to really work, so I'm kind of stuck here at home, kind of just doing some home projects and getting this house ready for the baby coming up here in a couple weeks. And
yeah, congratulations, by the way, man.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
So me and the wifey, man, she's able to work from home, so it's cool. We're just we're hunkering down like everybody else, I guess.
Yeah, I hear that, man. So you live in the Detroit area, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? We're getting hit the hardest. So they say on the numbers. You know what I mean? As far as COVID-19 coronavirus positive cases that are coming back. You know, in right now. I don't know where you were at when this hit you, because like this whole terminology, social distancing. Even coronavirus, COVID-19, these are new words. I wasn't saying these words 3 months ago. You know what I mean? I had no idea what it was. Like if you had a cough, like you just had the cough, you know, you had a chest, you had bronchitis, you had a chest cold. It was just that, you know, it was never anything else. If you had the flu, it was the flu. If you had chickenpox, it was that, you know, and moving on from that, you know, obviously this is all new to us being, asked to stay home, quarantine, and kind of keep to ourselves and not spread this epidemic virus that's going around. Where were you at when this first hit your head and this became new terminology to you? What were you doing at the time? Like, how did it hit you, man?
I was playing online. I was playing a game online, and this guy was telling me about this coronavirus in China. Have you heard about it? It's a new thing. And I was like, no, I haven't heard about it. And I looked into it, and man, it kind of shook me at first, because I'm like, dude, this is how it starts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, this is not to sound like a pessimist, but it's like, this is one of those things that could take you out. You know what I mean? Take out a lot of people. And I didn't really know how serious it was at first. I'm glad that they got a handle on it the way they do, and people are able to recover from it and whatnot. But it's scary. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a brand. When you hear a new virus, it's like, new virus, what? Like, what haven't we seen yet? You know?
Yeah. And and that's how it kind of hit me too, man. Kind of like something out of the Night of the Living Dead. I was.
Really?
It was when they decided to call the NBA for the season. That I kind of went, whoa, you know, my ears went up. I heard coronavirus, I heard COVID-19, but once I heard NBA shut down, you know, it was like, wait a minute, you know, that's a huge step to take, you know. What's
absolutely
why? Yep. So,
and I know you were on that tip too at first, and because it was like, when that happened, it kind of hit home for me. It like really hit home there at that moment too, because it was like, man, that's never happened.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That ain't never happened before. Everything shut down. We got no sports. We got nothing, dude. And it's really, it makes you think, you know, like, it made you think at first, like, do they know something we don't know, dude? You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? You know? So it was pretty scary at first, but, you know, here we are now.
Yeah.
with it, you know.
So how are you handling the stay-at-home order, man? What you been up to? Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing to stay busy, stay sane? Like, what's your entertainment right now?
Right now, I'm just chilling, dude. I'm just getting, like I said, getting this house ready for the baby. I got the I'm building babies like cribs and shit like that. Like PS4 on my downtime. Like trying to write a little music, man. It's tough. It's like almost like my mind is blocked. Like I'm stuck at a standstill, and I'm sitting here in this house, and I was like, dude, this is the time that I've always wanted to just do stuff like this, and it's like I can't do it. You know what I mean? But it's slowly starting to. I'm getting used to this now, so it's starting to. I'm starting to. Things are starting to flow a little bit better. And just hanging with my cats.
Yeah. And, I can relate to that, man, because, I feel the same way, like stepping out of a routine that we're all used to, going to work or,
Absolutely.
writing rhymes and being in a studio or, ballet classes, whatever it is that your
All that.
practices that you do every day. I mean, clearly this is ground shaking, for the world. Everyone has to
Hell yeah.
come up with their own routine. And I think there's a challenge with, for me, and I think a lot of people, detaching yourself from your job and having to look in the mirror and kind of realize who you are and what you're doing. Like,
Absolutely.
who am I? Like, how do I define myself? And after a while, you kind of have to put the bricks back together. I'm a dad. I'm a rapper. I'm an artist. I'm a person that likes to do this. Like, or maybe you take this as your time that you redefine yourself and you try to find out there's another love that you have a passion for, and you start to put some energy into that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And it's, being a barber, I'm like around people all the time. And it's like, I'm used to talking to people all the time. You know what I mean? I'm a sociable person like that. And it's being locked in the house, it's me and my wife. We're getting along fine here and everything, but it's just like, man, I miss hanging out with people and talking to people and stuff. But
yeah,
dude, I've been calling family a lot more, and just a lot of things have come into perspective that that a lot of things you take for granted, like, man, getting to just talk to my mom a lot more and my dad, and just be like, I'm worried about them, but at the same time they're doing their thing and they're keeping safe and everything. So yeah, everything's good, man. I can't really complain. I'm just waiting for this thing to be over with, though.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So have you been making any food specials, anything that you have going on, like a quarantine meal that's your go-to?
Bro, I got this pasta right now. This stuff, it's called Prego. I'll blow your mind. I add a little something to it, you know what I mean? A little emerald bang, you know what I mean? It's off the chain, bro. No, not really. I just I stocked up. I'm like, I gotta go shopping again soon, and I'm kind of dreading that because I've been staying away from these like grocery stores and shit, dude. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta mask up and glove up, you know what I mean, before I go in.
So what are some of your main concerns right now with the stay-at-home order and the coronavirus, COVID-19?
My main concerns are just like, to me, it's almost like I don't know if this is a sign of things to come. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think about it too. Like if this thing was any deadlier than it is, let's say it's half as deadly as like Ebola or something. Like the way people are reacting, the people are on edge, and people are hoarding stuff and not being really careless and stuff like that. You hear these people like licking the spitting on stuff and whatever, dude. It's scary, and it concerns me because it's like, is this like are we going to be able to handle anything crazier than this? You know what I mean? Like that's my main concern,
Right.
And obviously my wife, I want her to be, and my baby and everything, I want that to be safe. I don't really want to be in a hospital, like that's concerning to me. But at the same time, I just got to stop worrying about stuff that's out of my control. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just, hope for the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. On that note, man, what are some positive things that you might be seeing that are coming out of this stay-at-home order, quarantine? Like,
Well, I think that people are eventually starting to see that, you know what, dude, that we have to work together here to, like, in order, you know, to stay away from each other, or however we got to do it. We got to do this, and it has to be we have to do it together, man. And you know, I guess that they haven't, you know, they're taking the precautions that they're taking in order for this thing to just curb off or whatever. I mean, I think that they're taking the right steps. I think people just need to fall in line and just kind of take those simple precautions and stay at home. And positive things, I think that when we get out of this, people are just gonna be a lot more happy and like more grateful of their freedoms and stuff. You know what I mean? I think that's gonna be a good thing once we get out of this. You know?
Yeah. Respect, man. Hear
Yeah.
that. So how long do you think this stay-at-home order quarantine is going to take place? Like, what do you think is going to happen? How long do you think we're going to have to be in this position of having to stay home and self-isolate, social distance?
Well, dude, I just had two like family members on my wife's side that had it.
Yeah.
And that alone, that was like almost 2 weeks for them. And they're like young and like really health conscious and stuff like that. They're like really healthy people. They go to the gym and all that stuff. I don't know if that really means anything to, you know, or whatever, but it took them like almost 2 weeks to get over this thing. You know what I mean? So, man, I mean, there's really no telling, I guess. I'm hoping to like mid-May or like late May or something like that is like at the latest, dude.
Yeah. So, you know, some of the thoughts I have are, you know, when the time does come around, you know, how are we going to do it? Because, you know, we pretty much called for an immediate halt to all things that could possibly spread the virus. You know, restaurant industry. I have a lot of restaurant industry friends. So lots of restaurants shut down, of course, being, you know, a lot of people eat food. If something's going to spread, that is a common place for it to happen. That's why we have, you know, health departments to be able to hold companies and restaurants to a standard. And, you know, to, you know, parks, museums, you know, like I said, the first thing that really hit me was to hear that you know, the NBA shut down for the season. I knew at that point this was going to turn into a bigger affair. You know, there was going to be more to come. That was just the crack that got me to pay attention. But you know, as we have done this, we have quarantined. You know, I could definitely see where we are softening the curve. My next question, and just trying to see out what the next step is, you know, I don't know the answer, you know, but my questions I have, you know, how are we going to get back to normal if we ever get back to normal again? You know, how are they going to lift the stay-at-home standard? You know, is that going to mean that museums are open if you don't touch things?
Right.
That, you know, the NBA is going to open its doors, but they're going to only allow half capacity, half seasons, you know?
Right.
And, you know, I mean, I don't know the answer, but, you know, my next question is just what's next? You know, restaurants, you know, are employees, as they're making food, are they going to have to stand 6 feet apart from each other at all times in order to make food? And, you know, you know, this is new terrain for all of us. And I think what I can relate to what you're saying is like, there's fear that's going everywhere, and I don't know where to place it exactly. You know, I'm afraid, you know, what's next? I want to know what's next. And just not having that answer is what's making me wonder the most.
Yeah, totally, man. I get it. Yeah, like you think about it, like if you have to put standards on that kind of stuff, it could take all day to make somebody's meal or something. You know what I mean? It'd be it's yeah. I don't know, man. I hope that they take the right steps to make it just, you know, I'm just hoping that they just find like the vaccine or something like that. Maybe that'll do it or whatever, you know, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's really, and like the residual effects from is another thing to think about, like, you know, economically, you know, like how's that gonna like be when this is all said and done? Like you said, restaurants shutting down. I know a lot of restaurants, like, you know, independent restaurants or whatever, dude, like they count on their customers to come in and dine or whatever, you know. Like, I don't know, man, it's gonna be crazy, man, but but like, I think I still have faith in people, man, that we will find a way, you know.
Right. Absolutely, man. And you know, as best as I can keep it in my mind too, I'm trying to keep a positive light on everything, you know.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, not let the you know, the news enter my head too much. At a certain point, you just kind of have to turn it off, because I mean, all we can do is follow the order at this time, and you know, and hope that the, you know, the people that are in charge of the government make the best decision for the people.
Yeah.
You know? So
that's it, man. I'm with you on that, dude.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. So, you know, man, I appreciate you taking the time out, man, allow me to ask you some questions, man, on this quarantine with Gean, man. Do you have anything else that's on your mind? Any concerns? Anything you want to share about the virus, or, you know, what you have going on, or absolutely
Not
anything,
too much, man? Just that, you know, look, you know, we will rise up again, man. Everything will be fine. I think that you know, we got a lot to look forward to in the future, and this is just going to make us stronger, right? I mean, isn't that cliche saying, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, kind of thing? I think that, you know, I think, you know, that's a good thing that'll come of this. And yeah, I hope I was able to add something here to your show, man. And I appreciate you having me on and stuff. And it was fun.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Good. This is a good way to pass the time, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, if all of our listeners, if they can find you, man, where can they find you to follow you and maybe check out some more music and just, you know, be a part of your artwork, man?
Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah. Well, you can follow me on Instagram at Joe Exotic. I changed my name to that.
Yeah.
But Joski83 on Instagram, JOSKI83. Also, I'm Joe Exotic on Facebook now. Man, I fell into the Tiger King hard. You know?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, but yeah.
I think my beard was inspired there somewhere, man. It's a part of the culture. It's the culture, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, on Facebook, and then SoundCloud is Joe Average, man. Look it up if you wanna check it out. And of Mice and Musicians, man, our music's still out there, and you're always a big supporter of that, and I appreciate that, Garrett. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely, my man. So yeah, I appreciate you, man. This is Gean Techman and Joe Average, aka Joe Exotic on the quarantine with Gean. Yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro.
All right, G. See you later, brother.